There's one. How the fuck is my way?
How do you feel right there?
You can give yourself the role. Yeah, you can give yourself the role so you have access to the channel, but you can't. Oh my!
Am I the
oh,
only
that burnt
one
my
with
nose.
my camera on?
Because this is a more informal conversation. This is more kind of like a chit-chatty.
Oh,
Chit-chatty Kathy. So
fine.
you don't need to have your
Fuck
camera
you
on.
guys.
Why is your screen all
You don't
fucked
need to
up?
have your camera on.
Fine, I like my profile picture better than my face right now.
It's a
I
pretty
look
great
like a
profile
fucking
picture.
mess.
I wish it was bigger.
Thank you.
Do I have you
Everyone likes
stretched?
Deadpool.
You ordered some silkies that are red, white, and blue with
Fucking
a
love it.
eagle on the.
Fucking love it.
That's
Is that real?
amazing.
Where'd you get them from?
Yeah, drop a link in the chat right now.
I
Give
can't
me
even
a
pull.
link
I can't even pull up your chat right now.
right now. I don't believe you.
If you want some good ones, go to Disgruntled Docs. Let me pull his shit up.
Yeah, if you want to get some disgruntled docs.
Oh, he's off.
Wait, did he restock? Did he restock?
He keeps trying to sell them on his Instagram.
Alright. Yo, Jester.
Yo, what's up?
This shit gonna take a while to figure out.
What do you mean?
The shit you told me to download.
Oh, yeah, no, don't like try and figure it out right now.
Okay. alright.
I could send you some videos. I can send you some videos. It's
Actually,
really
not really. There's only like 10 different sliders, and then.
So, yeah, you really like. You only need to pay attention to one slider because you only have one input coming in.
Okay, true.
So
it would
like,
end up just being number one. Yeah.
yeah. So like the number one would be your microphone coming in, and then you just need to like focus on that one channel on voice meter, and make sure that your microphone is routing through that, and then it's routing out through a specific voice meter banana audio channel. And then everything that you run your microphone on, so for instance, Discord, when you select your audio source, it's going to be output channel blank.
Is my music not working?
And that's
Oh.
what's going to be going in. You gave them to your boyfriend. He was in the chair force. So you gave them to your girlfriend. But you snagged one up from the chair force, which means he's hot. So lucky you. This is a general rule of thumb. That's how it goes. You said, all right, so Brennan's launching. Fuck. Well, I was listening to something that was just infuriating. And I don't really know how to like bring it into a conversation because it's not really a conversation piece really. And I don't think anybody here would disagree with it.
Just say it then.
Well, no, like just the entire conversation about like the Hearst Act. And
That's supposed to be like that.
No, Hart-Celler Act. Hart's Act. Yeah, it was basically an immigration bill that brought over more people from browner countries, and like the entire argument that it wasn't the will of the American people and that it was just kind of voted into office because like some fucking, all right, y'all launch right now. Doesn't seem like this conversation is going to go much anywhere, but basically the entire principle was they wanted to bring people over from like southern countries and poorer countries in order for them to improve their lives here in America. And Nick Fuentes was making the argument
Hello,
against it, saying that
buddies.
this wasn't the will of the people, that this was Democrats pushing legislation onto the people of the United States, pushing burdens onto the United States, and like the entire conversation is just like ridiculous. Because
his whole view was basically that like America was way too racist at the point at that point, basically to there have been any way basically to for the majority of the population to have like wanted that.
Yeah.
Which the majority like is bullshit, and the way he tries to sugarcoat it though, like is bullshit, and the way he tries to sugarcoat it though. I hate listening to him speak.
I think all that shit's just a lie anyways.
I
'cause
hate
every other
listening to him
country's jealous
speak.
of us about the fact that we're actually not that racist compared to them.
Well, I don't know. Like, how can you tell, right? Like, how could you possibly know? Like, how can you tell, right? Like, how could you know that like China's racist? Because if you go over to China, how could you know that like China's racist? Because if you go over to China,
There's parts of China where a white guy goes and they don't come back.
what's there? Like, it's a 99.9999 fucking. Like, it's a 99.9999 fucking demographic times like just Chinese motherfuckers.
Well,
So
that's
demographic
another
of just
thing
Chinese
too,
motherfuckers.
Moons, is like it doesn't really
So-
have to
That's
do with like other countries' views of us at all, like in regards to the topic, because he's basically saying that the general population at the time of this would not have been in support if our representatives voted on this the way that like our representatives, the people they were representing would have wanted. Like that there's no way they were representing passed. Which I don't necessarily believe is true, but he like cites this he cites the statistics from some, I don't remember what they were from, I don't remember what it was called, but basically he cited the statistics of like which countries they would rather see people coming from, and basically argued that we accepted people, which lower percentages of Americans said that they wanted to see more of immigrating into the U.S.
Yeah, so like a mid 1965 Gallup poll found 54% of Republicans and 49% of Democrats favoring the concept of admittance based on job skills support, only a modest lower among two population groups less well educated.
Fix it. Sorry, Brittany.
44%
I had
and 40% Southerners. So basically, as like Republicans as a whole, like wanted people who were skilled workers and didn't really give a shit about like where they came from. Like the entire.
Come on, Grandma.
How the fuck did
Send an invite to throw.
I've been on.
we don't need no more?
Jess, do you have this stuff like pulled up in front of you?
I pulled up a general article that kind of summarizes everything. But yeah, so like one of the
Am I inviting everybody?
there's multiple Gallup polls that found that less than 1% of public naming immigration as the most important problem facing the nation. And by the
That's
end
not
of 1965, the Harris poll found that 3% naming immigration revisions as a legislation most important to them. Meaning that like during the time of 1965, people didn't care about immigrants coming into the country. Like it was not something on people's like top priority list.
What's Max?
And then like moving into 1965 when the immigration legislation
Are they even ready
changed,
to play, or
that's
what's
when
going
it
on?
went from 1% to 3%, which is still like
I don't
virtually
even
nothing
know.
as far as like the American
Brandon
people are
Kidd said
concerned.
add me queue
So you're
to
looking at that
Jess.
3% of
I
people,
don't think
and then
Jess
you're
added them.
fucking polling them on what they think is important for people who are immigrating to the United States. And I don't know, like what's this the next statistic? The public was divided about the right level of immigration in 1965. Gallup poll found that 39% preferred maintaining the present levels, almost as many said they should
He's
decrease
just over talking about
33%.
about 19,
See, and that's not,
whatever the hell he's
and
talking
only a few, 7% favored an
Sexism.
increase in immigration. Those numbers don't add
What
up to
guns
me.
do you
I
have,
assume that the
Max?
remaining
'Cause
percentage like felt indifferent
I don't
about
know.
it.
The guns that I have are okay.
Probably.
But
Well,
they're
that's
kind
another thing you have to remember. Like
Well, real
looking
quick,
at these.
39 plus 33% is 72%, plus 7 is 79%.
of,
So
the
what, the other
MP40 with
21%
For Vanguard?
indifferent on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
running
all I
the.
do, stupid Vanguard
Well,
guns.
Mr. Snackums with the host, I appreciate it.
Oh, did I raid you? Didn't mean to do
Another
that.
thing to remember when you're looking at those studies too, though, is like it's not like any of those people.
I'm using the Thompson.
like,
I'm using the Thompson. The
Any of those
S.
percentages, it wasn't that people were like in favor of like 100% like
Whatever fucking gun this
immigration
is.
stop
The
people from coming
STG.
in. It was based off
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm running.
average
I run that with
rates of
MP40.
population
I'm running that with
immigration at the time within
Thompson.
the U.S. Like this many people were in favor of increasing.
And then
Yeah,
on another
yeah,
loadout, I have an
yeah.
automaton or where the fuck it is with
Total. It's not like anywhere in there. It was
a
are you
Type
in favor of
99.
people immigrating, or should we lock up the fucking
Yeah, literally only
borders?
have one loadout, and then named
Which
it
is
junk. So I hate
basically
this game
what
now.
Quince's
Gotcha.
whole point was, is that like
fucking
America at
meeting
the
and play.
time would have, you know, more than likely wanted the border completely
Don't do
closed
it,
off
okay.
to any, like no one could come into America and become a citizen unless they were from those preferred ethnicities or countries or nationalities or
Be nationalities there, girl.
whichever it was. And it's that's not what any of it was. Like this dude too, it's crazy. I don't know how much y'all have listened to him, but straight up, like, dude is a